Hi guys, welcome back. This is 20 Gaming again with another Lost Sword content. If you're enjoying all of the gacha games that I'm covering and if you're enjoying the content that I'm giving you guys, please do consider subscribing. Thank you guys for 5,000 subscribers. Hopefully we go above and beyond that in the future. Hopefully 10,000 maybe, hopefully, but like again, if it's not the case, then it is what it is. But like, bro, 10,000 would be a hefty goal. So if you haven't subscribed yet, if you enjoyed the energy here in this channel, please do consider subscribing. So we're gonna be talking about the new update that we have a few days ago in Lost Sword. So we have Agravain currently right now. So if you look at the characters, and we also have quite literally a good roster of pulls if you are a veteran player that is waiting for maybe T5ing a character. Okay, so I'll be making this video on what her skill kit is, and are you pulling for her or not. Okay, so let's just go and see what we have here at the moment. Let's just go here. Let me just remove all of this stuff in the monitor there. Okay, so let's just see the summons. Okay, you see Agravain here. She looks really pretty. Agravain pickup, and her kit, her ult, really badass, man. Really badass. She feels like she's not part of the game, but her asset is really good. Shoutouts to the devs, man. Shoutouts to the devs on their what they're doing currently right now here. She looks really badass, man. She looks really badass. So character, we're not gonna be character trialing her. Let's just see her capabilities. Okay, so that's Agravain. She looks really nice. So let's go look at her passive. So most likely I'm gonna be demonetized here, so please do consider subscribing. So self attack, just attack and crit rate. So shadow through the veil. So this would be her passive, most likely her bread and butter. When Agravain hits enemies with her basic attack skills, or she inflicts additional damage and gains the shadow through the veil buff, max 80 stack. So you need to for her to hit faster. And I think in order for her to activate this, she needs to be in a long form battle. Most likely, if this is kind of way that she's going, she would be catered to raids and bosses. Okay, so self effect, increase the target's ignore damage reduction. So this ignore damage reduction, guys, this is not ignore damage reduction on all of the characters. This is only for enemies who has the same description. So for example, the character description there or the enemy description is ignore damage reduction. If you put her there and that character or that enemy has this description, she will inflict more damage on that enemy. Okay? Increase the target's attack speed 5% per stack, gained upon reaching 8 stacks. So this would be her buff. Okay? Increase the target's attack speed 5% per stack. Okay, gain upon reaching 8 stacks can be acquired up to 1 time. Increases target's additional damage 5% per stack. Gain after reaching 16 stacks. So 8 stacks will grant you increase the target attack speed per stacks gained upon reaching 8 stacks. So 5% attack speed on 8 stacks, 1 time only. Then you will get 16 stacks, you will get 5% damage. Increase target damage, additional damage 5% per stack. That's kind of wild, okay? And then increase target damage attack amplification 5% per stack, gains upon 32 stacks, and then so on and so forth. So she looks really like high output damage, especially if you have that damage reduction description there. But even so, without that, okay, even though without that, she's still gonna be able to inflict a lot of damage because like she's gonna be stacking. Okay, so active skill deals an additional 100% target when there are one or fewer targets. So that's why she is technically, it's shouting at you that she's a boss killer because you only have to deal with one enemy. Okay, then this one inflicts damage target self after remaining cooldown of wait a minute. So after the remaining cooldown of the active skill to 1 second. Okay, so it's gonna change the active skill. Instead of 8 seconds, gonna be 1 second. Oh my god. So increase all skill damage, increase, holy. So she's kind of wild in a way. So even though she's like, you can use her on the bosses, but like you can still practically use her on the events or the story in a way. But like you will get her full potential if you're attacking the boss, especially with that description, that ignore damage reduction. So card wise, are you gonna be pulling for the card? Let's see the card. The pet. Are you pulling for the pet? Let's see the ability of the pet. So attack, ignore damage reduction for the bosses. This one, nah, don't get the pet. And the card set, I think the card set is also ignore damage reduction. I'm not gonna be getting that card set. Let's see the card set. See the card set. See the card set here. So that's the card set. Range attack. Oh, nice. Range critical hit. Okay. Activation upon using the ultimate skill. Target all allies. Increase target's ignore damage. Okay. This card is really good. This card is really good if you're just focusing on the boss. Because like all allies. Increase the target ignore damage reduction per stack. Gains upon reaching one stack. Okay. So this is looking like a great card for her. Because she's gonna be buffing all of your team. So if you want to get the card, go ahead. But like if you're lacking, then don't. But like if you prefer to get her, then go ahead. But like I think the card looks great. The pet, if you really want to just focus on the boss, then go ahead. But like I think Lohengrin is much better because like of the attack speed. If you have the attack speed, she can gain more stacks. And then yeah, like she looks really okay for me. But again, if you don't have that much resources and you still need to like build your team for story, it's always do remember for a fact that like there's gonna be Lueria, there's gonna be Morgana Le Fay. Okay, so that's gonna be your quintessential for the story. And then if you're building a mage range team or a knights team, so in front would be Belsi or Galahad, or just Galahad and then your mage team, or Belsi on top of your knights team with Lohengrin and whatnot. So it's all up to you. Like certain situations, certain scenarios. If you want to build a fire team, that's gonna be Christina and Karishara. If you have a freeze team, you can put Balisada on Galahad, and then you have your Yumi and Merlin with you. Okay, so are you pulling for Agravain? My suggestion is for me, if you are a day one player, and you want to like more damage, like if like you don't really need to. You don't really need to. And if you're a new player, I feel like you don't really need to. I do suggest you focus on the task at hand, which is like you build your own main team. You unfortunately, I'm not quite sure if Lueria is gone. Okay, so previous banner you need to be pulling for Lueria. You should have made Lueria T5 or Awaken. It's all up to you. But like that's the time we're in. Those banners previously is really really important because those characters in the past banner before this were the ones who will be able to push you forward to harder content. So as you can see here, that's gonna be my Lueria, Morgana Le Fay, and Galahad, and then the fire team, and then I can just swap them with either Yumi or Merlin for the freeze, or if I want to change it to the knight, I'm gonna put Belsi in the front and then remove this one, put Lohengrin here, and then Lancelot. So Belsi, Galahad, or Belsi, Lancelot. If you want to put in another like Galahad there if you want, and then Lohengrin, and then Lueria and Morgana. Okay, those kind of things you can mix and match stuff. But like there's no surefire team currently in the story, whatever your account is. But like most likely you will be needing Morgana Le Fay and Lueria on your lineup all the time. My opinion only. So what do you think? Are you pulling for Agravain? I would like to hear from you guys. By the way, as well, we have the event currently. It's still the same as the event that we usually have, guys. So it's not that big of like a deal that we need to talk about it. So if you go to here, event is still the events here. If you want to read through the event, go ahead. But like me, I'm skipping the story. I'm just like looking at my waifus anyway. So hopefully you guys like this video. Are you pulling for Agravain? Comment down below. Is she a good character to have? Is she good for collection? Are you T5ing her? I would like to hear from you guys. This is again 2000 Gaming, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye.